Hello, my name is Andrew Pang. Welcome to another edition of CMS Forex News. Today is Monday, August 18th, 2008. Housing prices in the UK continue to sink, with the monthly change for August showing a 2.3% decline. The pace of declines have accelerated since May's 1.2% fall. On the year, housing prices are now down 4.8%, the biggest drop since the survey began in 2002. Retail sales in Switzerland were up 0.7% in June compared to a year ago, slowing significantly from the 7.4% set in May. Forecasts had called for a 3.2% increase. The slower sales came despite the Euro 2008 soccer championships. Weaker spending bolsters the view that just like the Eurozone, the Swiss economy is heading for weaker growth and may prompt the Swiss National Bank to lower interest rates. European stocks swung higher during the European session, lifted by metals and oil-producing industries as prices for these commodities increased overnight. The euro-franc pair, after a steep slide on Friday, rallied about 70 pips to start the week. It found resistance at 1.6175 as the New York Open saw U.S. stocks slide quickly into the red. The Eurozone trade balance showed a deficit of 3 billion euros for the June period. That's the widest deficit in nearly 2 years and surprises forecasts on the downside. Imports rose twice as much as exports, mainly as a result of higher oil and commodity prices. The euro-dollar pair, which has been falling relentlessly the last couple of weeks, bounced up slightly from its close on Friday. The pair tested 1.4765, but faltered after the Eurozone trade balance data. Overall, the Forex markets were relatively calm, as there was little data to work with to push trading in any direction. In the U.S., the NAHB Housing Market Index remained steady at 16 for the August period. Single-family home builders did report a slight increase in their outlook for home sales in the next 6 months as a result of the newly enacted housing stimulus legislation. In Canada, foreigners bought a net of 7.3 billion Canadian dollars in Canadian securities, a seventh consecutive month of growth in June. Canadians reduced their holdings of foreign securities by 9.5 billion Canadian dollars. The US dollar Canadian dollar initially fell to start the session, but then rose after hitting a line of support. The pair has entered a downward channel, and it would be interesting to see how price action continues the rest of the week, especially when it hits the line of resistance near 1.0650. Tonight, New Zealand will unveil producer prices, and the Reserve Bank of Australia posts its meeting minutes. The Bank of Japan finishes its interest rate meeting and is expected to hold at 0.5%. Overnight, Germany releases its PPI and ZEW economic sentiment. Tomorrow, the U.S. releases data on housing starts and building permits, and its producer price index. Canada will post figures on wholesale sales. And that wraps it up for the day in Forex News. Join us again tomorrow right here at cmsfx.com. Until next time, happy trading.